That I didn't. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Next week is Easter. Who can believe it? What's happening? Where did the time go? My name's Tanya Sheldon. I am an EC2 with LifeVantage. I live in Meridian, Idaho. I've been with the company for 13 years, and I love it when I get to teach you because I love you and I love just doing anything I can to make your life simpler with this business. Can I get an amen? Like, who loves simplicity? Who wants to know exactly what they're supposed to do on a daily basis and not get in their head and not feel stuck or stumped, right? Amen. All right. So let's share my screen and let's get going, shall we? So, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to shout out those that have already achieved Performance Club since on the 14th of April. Yay, yay, yay. So almost halfway through the month. So congratulations. These people have brought in at least two new enrollments with at least 150 in volume from those two enrollments. It could be customers, consultants, combination, whatever. So I'm just going to say first names so I don't get in trouble. So congratulations to Ashley, Audie, I'm already, Audra, Billy, Bonnie, Brooke, Kathy, Daniel, Danielle, Dave and Fonda, Emily, Aaron and John, Gloria, Jasmine, Jeanette, Katie, Kaylee, Kylia, Kimberly, Lakin, so sorry that was wrong. Leanne, Leslie, Marisa, Pam, Peggy, Sarah, Selena, Sue, Susanna, Tamra, myself, Taryn, Tracy, and Trisha. Congratulations on hitting Performance Club so far. And just so you know, this month, if you hit Performance Club, then in May, at the beginning of May, the speaker for next month is Dr. Rewire. And I think that I'm really curious. Do we think that's his real name? Because it's pretty amazing that that's his last name and he focuses on mental performance. So, whatever it is, I've heard that he is just like creme de la creme, and we will be blown away by it. And here's the great thing, too. When you hit Performance Club, you guys, that means that you're in the Performance Club Facebook group. And when you're in the Performance Club Facebook group, then you can go back and watch the one from last month, which was Bob Heilig, which will blow your mind. So you not only get access to the new one, but now you have the insider view of all the ones that are already in there in the library. Okay. All right. So when we talk about simplicity, and I know on the SC calls, the MC calls tonight, we talked about rank advancing and getting to the next level. And getting to the next level, the real secret of that is repetition. It's doing the basic behaviors over and over and over again. It's not finding something new. It's not reinventing what already is there. It's doing the basic behaviors. So before we talk about that, we're going to start with this Ed Milet clip, and it's going to set the stage for our new daily method of operation for you.
Let's get into it. So this whole success thing, the difference between winning and losing is so small, it's almost too scary to talk about. It truly is. And the reason that people don't talk about it too much is they don't really know what it is. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that are now in the coaching business or personal development that have really never won themselves outside of telling you how to win. And so a lot of their information, when I listen to it, or the successful people that I coach listen to, are like, what are they talking about? And so I want to give you two things that I know definitively work. And this is from my own life and from the lives of the people that I work with. And in a minute, I'm going to give you a treat. This has been such a passionate topic for me and so fresh on my mind. As I was preparing for today's show yesterday, I was doing some other recording for something else working, and this concept came up to me, and I recorded it out in my backyard looking at the ocean. And I'm going to throw to that clip in a minute. It's about 7 minutes long, because as I was doing it in the moment, You ever have that moment, you're like, hey, I'm going to do this right now because I know later it won't be as good or as fresh. And so I recorded something for all of you yesterday that's going to be a part of today's podcast. And so if you're on YouTube, it'd be cool. You'll get a chance to see a different view. There's an ocean in the background. If you're on audio, that's okay too. It's going to be still the same information that the people on YouTube are going to get. And but here we go. So number one thing is repetitions. I think most people don't really have a concept of how many practice repetitions it takes to get great at something. And in the clip I'm going to show you in a minute, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about, why reps matter. And there are levels to this stuff. Let me give you an example of things that would probably blow your mind. I think you all probably know who Steph Curry is. Steph is going to be a Hall of Fame, probably top 10 NBA player of all time. Some people think he's the best player of all time, but he's certainly known as the best shooter of all time in the history of the NBA. Went to Davidson College. This is not a guy that went to a big-time school. He was not heavily recruited. And even out of college, he was small, so a lot of people wasn't sure whether or not he was going to make a great NBA player. And his dad, Del Curry, was an NBA player. And even with having that pedigree, people doubted this kid. Now he's the greatest shooter, and it's not even arguable, of all time in the history of the NBA. But why is that? Because a lot of guys in the NBA are great shooters. A lot of them have a talent for it. A lot of them practice a lot too, right? Practice and doing repetitions. You don't get to the NBA with a lot of repetitions. But even in the NBA, there are levels to this game. Listen to this. To this day, Steph Curry takes 500 practice shots a day. 500. That's 3,500 a week, 14,000 a month, 168,000 practice shots a year. And now it's almost 2.8 million practice shots in his career. Think about that just for a second. Now, wouldn't it be easy for Steph Curry to go, I already know how to shoot. I've already made a lot of shots in my life. What's the point of me doing more and more of this? It's monotonous. I'm already good at it. It's just routine. And that's what you think with your sales presentation. That's what you think with your phone calls. That's what you think about everything in your life. And too many of you have set a standard for yourself that's just as good as you already are. But Steph Curry knows that the more and more he does this reflexively, then he can operate under pressure. Then he can operate when he's fatigued. It's one thing to shoot shots. I was listening to his video of another great shooter named Ray Allen. And he said, man, I didn't just jump and shoot because in a normal game, I'm running up and down the floor. He goes, I watch a lot of guys do practice shots. They barely get their feet off the floor an inch or two. I take a full shot, jump just as high on my practice shot as I do on a game shot because I'm going to be that much higher off the ground when I shoot. So a lot of guys practice. They make their 100 practice shots, but it's not at full speed. It's not under the same amount of pressure. Steph Curry does 500 a day, and he's already the greatest. He's already made millions of shots, and he keeps doing more of it because there's levels to greatness. Just get this straight. Greatness always rises to the top. If you feel under-recognized right now, underappreciated at your job, just realize this. If you're great, they eventually find you. Success eventually finds you. If you want to be a millionaire in whatever your business is, you have to be outstanding at it. You can't be just the best person in your office or in your town. You got to be the best in the industry. And the best is not more talented. The best does more reps.
Repetition. That's what he's going to say. Repetition. So, in talking about that really quickly, you guys, what I really want this to speak to you is as we roll out this daily method of operation, one thing that stuck out to me was one thing he said, just as good as you already are. Do any of us want to stay just as good as we already are, or do we want to elevate ourselves? And if we are going to rank advance, if we are going to continue to build our team and find the right people that are designed to be a part of our team, we are going to have to elevate ourselves and we are going to have to level up, right? And so often people will come into this, or I'll have a team member come to me and they'll ask me for advice on an invite or what to say to somebody. And I'll say it to them and they're like, it just rolls off your tongue. Like, how do you do that? Repetition, screwing up, saying the wrong thing, making fun of myself and doing it again. It's truly repetition. And that's why this DMO, it's time that it be reintroduced. It's time that it goes through an upgrade. And it's time that we start using it again to direct our steps on a daily basis. Okay. So this is the daily method of operation. And with this, there are going to be three different, I'm going to bring up a different view of this. No, I'm not. We're going to use this one. There are three different paces at which you can use the daily method of operation. Okay. We have the walk pace. So your reps will be less. We have the run pace. Your reps get a little bit more. And at the end of at the bottom of each page, it's going to tell you exactly how long this should probably take you by putting in the actions. Then you've got the run pace. Now you're upping your reps a little bit more, 40 to 60 minutes a day, right? Power hour. There you go. And then we've got the fly pace. And this is upping your reps even more so, taking an hour to an hour and a half a day that you put in to your business for where you want to go. That is not asking a lot, right? And then with that are trackers where you can keep track of the people you're talking to, the people you're reaching out to. So we're just going to go through the walk pace and you're going to see the same actions on each sheet of paper. But again, the reps will change. So this is going to allow you to log your actions by week. You'll put the week at the top. And if I could ask any execs that are on the Zoom with me too, if I forget anything, if there's something you want to fill in with, will you please just unmute yourself and come in? Like, I'm all for it. Okay. All right. So it's done by the week, Sunday through Saturday. First one, take your LifeVantage products, okay? Be a product of the product. And some of us need that reminder, don't we? To remember to take our products. And then personal development. This is 10 minutes on mindset, 10 minutes on network marketing specific. If you are a part of the Brendan Burchard app, you can use that, the Growth Day app. There's your mindset training. If you have the Eric Worre daily training, there's your network marketing specific training. You could use Bob Heilig's Your Virtual Upline for a podcast. When you are growing yourself, when you are developing yourself and having these aha moments and having moments of learning, you should always have something for the next step, which is posting on your wall daily. Now, pick a platform to get good at. Especially at the walk pace, we don't want you worrying about a lot of different platforms. Choose one to get really good at that you can give your time to, invest in, and be consistent with and put in your reps. And the purpose of posting is to add value and build relationships. And most importantly, to attract the people that are designed for you and your team. When you are posting, you should be speaking to him, speaking to her. Who is that ideal person for your team? And when you post, speak to them. And again, if you leverage this, if you're doing this work, you should never be without something to post. And then stories. You're going to post in your stories 1 to 3 story posts per day. One of every 3 should show your face, whether it's you smiling, drinking your protein shake, or you walking into a restaurant to meet a new person, or you going live, right? Doing a video and it's live of you talking about how much you love having Axio when you work out. Because if you didn't, you don't know how you'd get through your workout, right? Simple little things. 1 to 3 of those a day. One of every 3 should show your mug. Okay. All right. Then, oh, and also for your stories, you can use graphics from the LifeVantage app for those, or you can go to one of the social media shareable groups, and there's always shareables in there as well that you can use in your stories. The next one, check your Facebook friends' birthday daily. Now, when you check for birthdays, it's hard to find birthdays on your phone. If someone knows how to do that, please put it in the chat. I just always, on my computer, on the side, it always says birthdays for today, right? So go to the birthdays and you are going to leave them a voice message. And if you don't know them, that is the best one. The best ones are the ones where you're like, I don't even know this person. So you're going to go to Facebook Messenger and you're going to send an audio message. You're going to click the little microphone and you're going to be like, Shelly, How do we know each other? This is Tanya Sheldon, and I just can't figure it out. But it's your birthday today, and I hope you have the best birthday. And I hope you've got some really fun plans. And if you remember how we got connected, please tell me. I'd love to hear about it. And then it might open and start a conversation. If you don't hear back from Shelly, go back and say, how was your birthday? Did you have a great time? You can start that conversation again, right? So, especially the people when you don't know who they are, use that as an opportunity to start a conversation because the next one is at least one new conversation via Messenger. And again, the purpose is to build relationships. And then you will add their name down here to the tracker, right? So, a new conversation via Messenger could simply be you, oh, I don't know who to talk to, Tanya. How am I going to figure this out? Go to Facebook, your page, go to your friends list. And the minute you get to somebody that you haven't talked to for a while, stop, put the brakes on, go to their wall and see what have they been up to? How are they doing? If they haven't been up to anything, ask them, check in and say, I literally was going through my Facebook friends and your name came up and I got so excited because I haven't talked to you in such a long time. How are you doing? Right? No script. Like literally, if I was sitting across from them at a coffee shop, fill me in. How are things going? One new conversation every single day. This is not the intent to sell, not the intent to close. You're opening up a conversation, building a relationship. The next one to three new reach outs on social media. So, reach outs, for those that were in Performance Club last month with Bob Heilig, a reach out is you are reaching out to someone that has liked, loved, interacted, commented in some way on your Facebook post from the prior day or even the day of. Okay. If for some reason you didn't get a post in, who is watching your stories? Who sent you a heart on your story? Who did you see that saw your story that you haven't talked to in a long time? That's a great person to start a conversation with. But these reach outs mean that you are going to interact with them. You are now going to go to Messenger and say, Amy, thank you so much for taking the time to like my post. It's so fun to see your name pop up. I haven't even seen you forever. Like, what made you like the post? But how are you doing? Just starting a conversation. One to three reach outs on social media. And you guys, once you get in the rhythm of this, like I was doing my DMO today and I'm like, this feels so good. Like this just gives me energy. It's fun. And I know that I'm putting in the work that is necessary. And it doesn't mean the popcorn's going to pop right away, but you're literally through the actions that you take by doing the DMO, you are building the funnel. You are giving yourself people to talk to, people's names to put down on the bottom, relationships that are starting. They're going to continue to watch you because you're interacting with them. And then sometimes if you come across somebody and a conversation opens up where they've addressed a problem, maybe it's they're lacking energy and they can't sleep. Well, ta-da, make your next post all about sleep. You don't have to call them out, but you could make it about sleep. Like you could literally make it like, I am going to talk to Amy's problem that she talked about the day before and see if this presents anything. And if it doesn't, I can go back to Amy and go, Amy, the other day, I just realized like I posted all about how much better sleep I've gotten. And I know you mentioned the other day that you lack sleep. Did you see that post? I don't know if you did, but I really would be such a Brad friend if I didn't tell Brad, a bad friend if I didn't tell you about what I've been using that has helped me with sleep. See how it all can flow and all work together. Okay, and then the next one, add one new friend. So this is just Facebook is always showing you people that you might want to know. They always show you that, okay? Or let's say, I may or may not have done this. You go to someone that you know is a chiropractor and you're like, what other friends does she have that are chiropractors that I could friend? That worked for me. I found another chiropractor because she was from my home state or she was from the Midwest and her name, I loved her name and I friended her and we started a conversation And we've become friends. Like I did an interview with her for my wellness group. It can happen. So sometimes you can dig a little. It's not hunting, you're just digging a little for people to meet. Or if you're in a Facebook group that is with like-minded people of things you love to do, right? Homesteading, crocheting, artwork, moms of twins, whatever it is, there's a group for everything. If you find yourself in a group and somebody comments on a post and you're like, oh my gosh, I love that comment they just made, reply that comment, interact with them. I love the comment you just made. I can totally like relate to what you just said. And then make them your new friend. And when you make them your new friend and you send that friend request, once they have accepted it, you are going to say thank you. And you are going to send them a message, audio message saying, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I'm so excited to get to know you better. How long have you been in that group? There you go, right? Okay, 2 invites every day. Stu Brody, who is the godfather of our food chain, he started all of this for us, right? He lives here in Star, Idaho. He's always said 2 a day, every day, right? And this is something, again, where you're building that funnel, where you're getting relationships hotter and warmer to the point where now you are inviting them, asking them if they're open to some other information that might help them in an area where they are hurting. And you will invite them to either a Zoom, an event, or to maybe a home meeting. That's what those invites are for, right? And then asking for referrals as well. Asking for referrals, that can be a great way to maybe do a roundabout invite. Heather, I know this isn't for you. I can see you're very busy with your kids, with your job, but I love the way that you show up on social media, and I'm assuming you know some really incredible people, and I am looking for some incredible people to grow my business. I would love it if you happen to have any referrals of people that are looking for other ways to um, expand their wallet, bring in more income to their family, are looking for ways to get healthy. Would you please think of me next time that happens? I would love to be the one to serve them and to help them. Asking for referrals, roundabout. Because when you use that roundabout invite, sometimes they're like, what about me? What about me? Hello, right? And then you get to start a conversation with them and you get to check another box. You're like killing two birds with one stone. And then the last one is ATM. ATM stands for you're adding someone to a Facebook group, whether it's Vitality Living or maybe your team has another wellness group. You are then, once you add them, you're letting them know that you added them and you're saying, once you accept the invite, let me know and I'm going to get you approved. They say, I accepted the invite. You tell your upline, whomever, can you please approve them? And then once they're in, you're going to tag them on a post that relates to something they're going through. And maybe it's even a welcome post because they're in there just for general health, right? And then you're going to go back to them and message them saying, I got you in the group, messaged you or tagged you on a couple of posts. I'll check back in a day or two and see how things are going and see what information you've found useful, right? And then these are the names, again, a way to track the names that you've been going through. So that is the DMO. Isn't it fantastic? Are you guys so excited? Right? And then choose your pace, choose your cadence that you want to use it in. And then where do you find it? Okay, here's how you find it. For some of you, your team might have it in boards already. For the rest of you, you'll go to onepersonbigdifference.com/onboarding. I'm going to highlight this and I'll put it in the chat here in a second. And then you're going to go to your first 48 hours and you're going to scroll down and you're going to find it, ta-da, right here in the middle. So you're going to click on that and then you're going to click on that and it's going to open up the DMO. And then you simply print out your pace and your tracker. Okay, let me put the link in the chat. And I didn't get to read any of the chat. So does anybody have any questions or does any exec have anything else to add? You guys excited? Good stuff. Who's going to use it?
Tanya, really excellent.
Okay, good.
Amazing.
Good, good. Okay. We just want simplicity for you. And I know a lot of you are so new still and you feel so new, or some of you feel like, oh my gosh, Mind Body made it so easy for a while and now I feel stuck and I don't know what to do. Now we have no excuses. No one can ever give us any. Your excuses are gone, okay? No more excuses. I just got rid of all of those for you tonight. All right? This is a reason why you should. There's never reasons why we can't. Okay, we are done 5 minutes early. You are so welcome. Everybody enjoy the rest of their night. Love you. Thank you for showing up. Bye, everybody.